just auto battle.
Yeah,
So
then they'll go to the top of the screen, versus, and then you just click that.
Ooh, okay. So they have picked something. I don't know how because it's hidden, right? So
Yeah, it's hidden.
okay.
But this first round will just be full of surprises for us.
Cool. I still don't know what
Very-
they picked. Tsih. Okay. So the thing about Nath that's interesting is that if she does get to level 2, even if Shift does actually cloak up, she can still manually aim her slap, and the slap will get rid of the rocks from the last time I remember. So that's how it works, right?
Yeah.
So what I think would happen is Ilfi will probably use a lot of his bars to half shield in to just keep hitting Nath, because if he hits Nath and gets an infinite successfully, the guy is going to have to burst. That being said, he's not doing that. So, but then again, Ilfi is really good, so he probably knows more than me in this matchup.
Quite true. The other interesting part is that from the very beginning, Nath doesn't really care about rocks because the bouncing beams just cut right through them.
That's why I'll
Pretty
probably
much
half
any rock
shield
that
up.
is in the melee, Nath just doesn't care.
He's saving for 3 bars. He's probably going to go into level 3 like in one go, and it's working. So Ilfi it's not a good position for Ilfi for sure, because once it gets into level 3 Nath is going to be a real pain. That being said, I don't think he's moving. He might be trying to save his bar to just not. Oh, never mind.
Yep, we've got the chop into level 3. Looks like Ilfi's going to cloak up and start putting on pressure, which would force Lalo to just run.
The thing is that when he's cloaked up, the laser is a lot harder to hit.
Very true.
There's no lock on, right? So he has to manually. Oh, that's it. Oh wow.
Memeing with the grab there, Lalo.
To be honest, the super beam isn't going to have a very good chance of hitting either anyway.
Fair point.
So
A lot of the parts when the battle gets to this stage is Nath is essentially dashing in circles away from Tsih, who's cloaking up and swinging rocks.
I think that is probably what he's going to have to do. Yeah, he's got a cloak. The cloak's on. So what Lalo thing is what still tracks are the missiles, and you know the laser pods. Those will still track. So those are probably the main things to use here.
Absolutely.
Nice burst.
A lot of the times we do see at this stage, Nath is dashing in circles, and then whenever there's a free moment, spitting out missiles and just keeps on dashing in a circle.
That being said, the meter advantage on Ilfi is really strong right now. Good burst. Yep. Yeah.
Lalo's doing a good job forcing meter out of Ilfi though.
Oh, there's 25 seconds left. If Lalo can run around for 25 seconds, that'd be great. That's probably easier to do than trying to kill him. No, never mind.
Well, Lalo didn't have meter, but if he did, he could use Axel to stall 12 seconds off the clock, which is what we discovered while you were gone.
Nice.
That Axel lost quite a long time.
That was a good game. I enjoyed watching that. I need to get into the menu. Okay, so are they playing again? Shit. No.
Yeah.
It's again.
Looks like we're now moving into Nath mirrors.
Nath mirrors. Okay, I you know what? I don't know anything about this matchup. So let's just watch and enjoy it, I suppose.
I don't really either, but from what I speculate, it's a lot of rock, paper, scissors. You got your beams, you got your missiles, you got your reflectors.
I'm thinking. Thing is the reflectors don't work against level 1 beams. I'm not sure what they would opt to do.
That's true. Stage 1. Oh.
Lalo goes straight into stage 2. Or stage 1. Depends if you think the base form is stage 0. But they're both in slap mode.
It's also a little hard because the color palettes may or may not be swapped from the usual player positions.
I don't actually know. I'm looking at the life bars and the mana bars, not mana bars, meter bars to see who's who.
Fair enough.
Because I can't tell who's who by color. The guy at the bottom is in a bad spot. And the guy at the bottom is probably Nath. Yeah, it's Lalo. Okay. When I was playing Nath, one thing to note is that the lasers that you summon don't cost any ammo.
That is true, but you're only allowed one set on screen at a time. That's not the hyper version, at least.
But what it does mean is you can do a rotation. The maximum meter build rotation would involve using a lot of A ammo, using a lot of B ammo. Then while those are recharging, you summon the laser bits. So yeah, but that depends if the meter is useful right now. I'm not too sure. Ilfi has a life and meter lead. This is looking really bad for Lalo.
It certainly is. It'll be interesting to see whether Ilfi decides to go to stage 3 or not.
I think he'll go into stage 3 once Lalo goes to really low health. Oh wow, okay, he lost all his meter advantage right there.
Now they're just trading chops.
There's no more strategy involved. Let's just punch each other in the face. Well, actually,
Special weapon A.
Stage 1. Solid JoJo style.
They are still actually. They're holding on to their chops. Lalo is doing a lot better than I thought, because his disadvantage at near the mid game was a lot higher. Now he's doing a lot better, but this is still. He only got 20 seconds left to take off a bit of HP, and Ilfi's got a. Yeah, this is looking really bad.
Pretty solid defensive game, yeah.
Yeah, Lalo's lost. That's it. Good games.
Good games. It'll be interesting to see what our next round will be like.
Boy. If Lalo plays Alt and if he plays Alt and Nath, I'm willing to bet he's gonna stick to Nath, because Alt into Nath is a bit.
It's not the most pleasant of matchups, that's for sure.
Yeah, that doesn't sound very fun, I must say. Let's take a look. Oh, Nath mirror.
Once again, Nath mirrors. I hope everyone likes listening to that beam reflecting sound, because there's no shortage of it.
It's pretty loud. Bing, bing, bing. There's a lot of them as well.
It's really silly.
Oh, there's another thing as well. You do build meter faster when you're in your second form. So, if you're not under too much threat, going into the second form faster is better for the meter game at least.
Well, that's interesting you mentioned that, because we found out that the bouncing beams don't actually give any graze meter at all.
That is true. But neither does the, what's it called? The bits that summon the lasers, those don't give any graze meter either, if I'm not correctly.
Right. Well, that's fair, because I'm pretty sure they count as direct attacks.
I'm pretty sure they do as well. Oh, what's going on here? Oh. Lalo's not looking too good.
Given the experiences from the last match, he might have something up the sleeve. I'll have to find out. Trading lasers.
The way this is going, I would probably, if I was to change up the strategy a bit, I would try to go into 2 and then go into version 2 or rather version 3 with the laser shot. Use that instead. The way this is going. Partly because, yep, Lalo goes into the next shot. There it is.
Both players seem quite content to be staying at the opposite side of the screen.
That's the
thing.
thing.
Looks like since Lalo's opened up, Ilfi's more content to go in now. Taking advantage of how your full screen beam at stage 3 will whiff if you're too close.
But now he's got the space. He's got the space. So he's going to do better against Ilfi for a bit. See,
Out comes Laser Tech, giving him the life lead now.
you just got to be a bit careful of it.
Another Laser Tech, doing his solid chunk of damage. But Lalo is
One
heating
more
up
chop
and
is going to
taking
end the
hits.
game. One more chop is going to. He's going to. When he runs in, he should probably. That's it. So that's great.
Laser Tech.
So yeah.
Good game.
The reason why I say it was probably better to go into the beam version, so I don't know, version 2, level 3, is partly because when judging from the last match and this match as it's going right now, Ilfi plays a much better ranged game by far. Even though, like, say if you go into the level 3 version, you might not win. At least try something different. You know, doesn't hurt, right? I mean, I suppose it's a tournament, so I guess you could lose. But if you stay the same way, you're going to lose anyway. So he goes for
Hime.
Oh, he's
Immediately
going
going
for-
for Crystal Warbangs.
he's going for the bullying.
Very much going for bullying. And it's working, eating all those crystals at 300%.
But this is one of those. Actually, this is one of those matchups where if it will be like this for a while until he levels up, which he didn't. Oh, that's dangerous. If Nath gets into the second version or level 3, he can probably keep Hime out. But he just doesn't have enough health to do so, and it's over. GG.
Very quickly.
That was quick. That was good. Is it best 2 out of 3 or best 3 out of 5?
I believe it's best of 5.
Alright, I'm back and I could finally commentate now.
Okay. I guess I'll be taking my lead.
Alright, see ya, Frosty.
See ya.
Oh no, you're still entirely welcome to stay if you want.
Now, 3 people commentating that's a lot of noise, and I'm noisy. So. Should we give it a try? That means a lot.
I think it'll be fine. Oh, and Lalo, I think you forgot to put like which matches are gonna be on stream in the winners portion of the brackets.
Yeah, doing TO work and playing at the same time is really difficult, especially if you're also streaming. I mean, there isn't any complex overlays right now, but later on, if you do decide to do that, you might need to like not play the tournament, which is obviously not ideal, but that's just one of the things that might have to happen. That being said, that was I'm wait, he can hear me, right? Lalo can hear me. What do that commentary?
Yeah.
Okay, so technically I was coaching.
It's fine if we can deal with it.
That's good. I don't know how people.
We're just narrowing that experience gap a little.
We see how it goes. What the match? Alt versus Hime. Right. See, that's the thing. That is the one thing about like a game that's counter pick heavy. If you win the first game, you have a massive advantage because you can do a counter pick chain all the way throughout. Do you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
a game that's notable for that is Super Smash Bros. Because if you win the first set, your opponent counter picks a stage, and you counter pick a stage, you basically win. And right now we're gonna have Hime versus Alte. Now the thing is I remember when we first played Alte versus Hime was a bit of a meme matchup. People were like, Hime cannot win this in any way, but I don't know what it's like now. What is it like now?
I believe it's pretty much become relatively even, actually. It all depends on whether Alte can keep the panel out, or whether Hime just applies enough pressure at the beginning to force Alte onto the defensive.
that was it. That's the first game. That lasted like 20 seconds.
Very quick.
I hate games.
1 minute, 1 second.